Hi guys, this is Patricia from Yarny Cat Crochet, and this is Silly Yarny Sisters Socktacular Saturday. I'm recording this ahead of time, so when you're watching, this is not Saturday, but to keep from being overwhelmed, I'm um, uh, filming things ahead of time, in between things that I want to do for the summer, so that we just can have fun for the summer. But my beautiful friend Missi and uh, from Missy's Yarniverse and More. That's what I was like. And what? From Missy's Yarniverse and More bought me this book, and I love this book so much. It's Crochet Socks That Rock by Anna Nikopirowitz. Yeah, there you go. Um, and there's a bunch of socks in it, but I read through and found some socks that gelled with me as far as making them, and this one seemed like that I could do it as basic sock number 2, and I don't show everything, so I can just, it's all right. But I thought they were cute. I'm not using those colors, although I would perfectly pick those colors because it has pink and green, and I like the cream as the accent. But anyway, it's basic sock number 2, cuff down, afterthought heel. And I am to the point where you separate for the heel. I had to look at the term. But I'm using the fruits sock in the dragon fruit. Dragon fruit. And, but anyway. Oh, this is the top of this one. So this is the second one. I had to work this one until I got to where I was with the first one. And then I'm going to do them together. Because I started the first one and I just kept going. I got into it and I was just like, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I was like, oh, crud. I'm supposed to do the other one at the same time. But I just got really excited. And here, I have one ball for each sock, so that I don't have to separate it, because I don't like to do that. So if I have some left over, I'll know if that's halfway, and then I could make another pair of socks if I want to with it. But anyway, this one ended up starting out at the pink. I didn't think to color control. So they're not going to be exactly, this one had a little bit of pink on top. Now I could always go back and like stitch some pink and make these match. But I probably won't. They'll probably just be like this, and it'll be okay. Well, also there's going to be a picot on the top of each one. So, I might on this one do a pink picot and make sure I still have pink for this one, and then they'll look like they match, even though there'll be one row more on the top of this one. But anyway, I got it. So this is basically the ankle. I have done the ankles. And so I'm getting ready to separate for the heel. Oh, see my little mushroom stitch marker, and it's so cute. I got that from oh gosh, what is her name? Oh, I can't remember now. But there was a whole set of mushroom stitch markers, and I got it from there. But anyway, later on I'll remember, and I'll say something about it. But it's a lady who sells yarn. I can't remember. But anyway, I love the mushroom stitch markers. They were free when you bought the yarn. And I gave away some of her yarn in the giveaway, but I just can't remember her name to save my soul now. But I really like the dragon fruit, the colors in it, because look, it's got pink, but it also has green and yellow and the white and the black spots. I really like it. I think it's super cute. And let's see what else. Oh, because that would be it of this video, I decided I would show you my Sophie scarf that I'm working on. And that's not in that bag. That's in this one. That's in my mushroom bag that my mommy gave me. See? I love it because it has that little frog on it. And the snails. I think they're super cute. So this yarn is the yarn I got in the mystery bag from Crystal, the Yarny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady. It's that purple, which is hard for you guys to tell. It looks brown, but it's a plum color purple in real life. There's no way to get it to make it to look like that. It's just going to look brown. But it's actually purple. And it has a little bit of a red tinge. And it has all that sparkle, which you also can't see on screen very well. But it's way sparklier in person. And I'm knitting the... Hold on. Everything is tangled. Oh, no. Sorry about my arm, you guys. When you're big and you lose weight, that's just something that happens. Maybe one day I can afford that fancy surgery where it takes all the extra skin. But anyway, TMI, right? So this is the Sophie scarf. And I love how it has these edges that are they're called I-cord edges. But all you do is I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's very neat edges for knitting. And all it is you at the end of when you start the row, when you get to the end, you slip 3 stitches. Then you turn it around and you knit those 3, and then you slip 3 stitches on the other end, and then you turn it around and you knit those 3, and then you slip 3 stitches, and it makes this I-cord edge, which is a very neat, very cool edge that I'm wondering if it would work on a shawl that is totally rectangle. I don't know, but this yarn was Barocco yarn, and it was baby alpaca, and I got 2 of those, if you remember, in that mystery bag. And I thought I was going to need 2 to make this scarf because I'm making it bigger. And but look how it is. See, so you increase on one side and you decrease on the other side. And but look where it. So I'm almost done with it, and it's about to here. So I have this much more. Oh, sorry, this much more to go on it, and I think it's gonna finish with just this ball, but if not, I have the other skein. But you decrease on the other side, and then it wraps around your neck, and you tie it. It's gonna have a long enough. It'll probably be like this. So that'll be the other side, and then you tie those 2 together, and they hang like that. You know, cute, decorative scarf. And warm still, if you're going to be inside, you take off your coat and you have this around your neck. If it's a little bit of a chilly place that you're visiting, then you'll still have your warm scarf, but it's also decorative. So I really, really like that. I love how it works up. It's a 1 skein, but if this whole skein doesn't do it, I will be using a little bit of another skein. But they maybe for women who have a skinnier neck, I don't like things that are really tight on my neck, so I added more body to the middle. I just kept, instead of increasing the whole way, once I got to what would have been the halfway point, I added more of the body. I just kept knitting. I didn't add any more stitches because that's how wide it's supposed to be. And then I just made more, so I call it like a bridge. From about there to about here is all just this, no increases, because you're supposed to increase every 8 stitches, and then on the other end you decrease every 8 stitches so that it ends up being pointy at both ends, you know, till you get to the end. So anyway, I'm really happy because it's the first like fashionable thing that I've made. I can make squares, I can make rectangles, but I've never made something with a different shape. This is basically like a long triangle and then another one on the other end to decrease down to. But it's a fashionable item, and I've never made anything like that before, so I'm like really geeked out about it. And I love the very, very neat edge, because that's what gets me on knitting. is the edges, and I really like how it makes this really cool edge. And all it is you're basically doing the knit stitch. You knit both sides, which ends up being the garter stitch if you do that. But to make the I-cord edge, you think it's, oh, that sounds difficult. You just slip 3 stitches, turn it around. Oh, well, actually, you bring the string from the back of your work to the front before you slip the stitches, and then you slip the 3 stitches, so that has your string in the back of your project where it needs to be when you flip it around to knit. Well, it's in the front of your project basically. If you bring it towards you, now it's in the front of your project, but you slip those 3 stitches and you turn it around and it makes it in the back of your project where it needs to be when you're knitting. If you know knitting, you know what I'm talking about. The string is the working bit of yarn is always in the back, and you wrap your needle when you're knitting. Well, in order to facilitate that, when you're slipping the 3 stitches, you bring the string in the front. So say that's your needle. You bring the string in the front of you where it's pointing towards you. You slip those last 3 stitches, and you turn it around, and then it's in the back again. So you can knit. But anyway, actually I could probably show you. Nah, it'll be too long. But you just slip the string from the front to back. Like, so I already did it on this piece. So like I slipped my, I brought the string to, it would be in the front of me when it was that way. And then I slipped the last 3 stitches on. So then it's there. So when you turn it, yeah, so when you turn it back, when it's facing you, your string is in the back. And then you would knit and then wrap your string if you're a right-hander. But anyway, that's a little bit of a, I hope that you could understand it. It was a little bit, I'm having a little bit of brain fog trying to explain it. But basically is you just slip the last 3 stitches, bring the string forward, slip the last 3 stitches, turn it around, and go about your business knitting all the way to the end. My mom is texting me through this whole thing, and that's another thing that's kind of throwing me off. She'll probably call me and stop the video and I'll have to get off here and get back on, so I'll hurry up and just end it. But it's no big deal. I just that's part of the reason why I'm having trouble getting words out, and the other part was trying to explain that to you, and I guess I probably didn't explain it very well, but it's really simple is what I'm trying to say. If I can do it, you can do it. Because I can't do really difficult knitting things, and if I could do it, then you guys can. I really like it. I'm excited about it. But anyway, I'm going to get off here because I've just rambled on for the last few minutes, and if I don't delete it, you'll get to hear all that. I'll try not to delete it. I'll try to leave it in there. But anyway, let me see. Oh, and then I did another video from the car that'll also be, you guys probably saw that one before this one. But anyway, I hope you guys are being little joy bombs in your corner of the world, sharing your craft, sharing your passion, sharing your joy. If you can't do anything else while you're out and about running your errands and you come across someone, make sure to give them your best smile, because you don't know what that person's been through, and your smile might be just what they need to turn their day around. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.